Thank you. Good afternoon. Please down. Secretary Maroja, Secretary Laila de Lima, Secretary Greg Domingo, Jaime Augusto Subel de Ayala, Mr. Ernest Koo, Mr. Chua Sok Kung. Did I pronounce that right? Mr. Eric Shu, Mr. Rajiv Singh Molares, Congressman Freddy Tinga, Commissioner Kim Henares, Commissioner Delilah Delis of the NTC, fellow workers in government, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ours is an age of innovation. We are constantly on the cusp of new discoveries, new technologies, and new ways for people to interact and meaningfully engage one another. The players in the Philippine telecommunications sector have successfully foreseen this phenomenon and have capitalized on it to the benefit of their many workers and of the millions of Filipinos who avail of their services every day. Since its deregulation during the Ramos administration, the telecommunications sector has been a powerful engine of innovation and economic growth. Our people send nearly 2 billion text messages every day. Fortunately, not all to me. And we were able to harness that strength during the recent campaign to have the Puerto Princesa Underground River named as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It is no surprise that we have been referred to as the texting capital of the world. There can be no doubt that the Philippines is a virtual gold mine for the telecommunications sector. From the onset, Globe has been a leader of this industry. Today, you have a mobile subscriber base of over 30 million people, but we can never rest on our laurels. Around the world, your industry is evolving at a breakneck pace, and all of us know that to stay competitive, we must be up to date. What Huawei, Alcatel, and Globe pooling their knowledge and expertise for the benefit of Filipinos, we can be certain that we will be able to keep up with global standards in the field of telecommunications. I am pleased that one of the most respected companies in the Philippines has chosen to work with strong, reliable, and world-renowned partners, both Huawei Technologies and Alcatel-Lucent. I met with Huawei during my state visit to the People's Republic of China. I am glad to see them partnering with one of the largest and most successful companies in the country. This is truly another reflection of their confidence in the Philippines. Telecommunications is inextricable from the growth of a nation. It is that part of the national nervous system that allows for the flow of knowledge. Every investor needs strong and stable telecommunications infrastructures to be able to thrive. Businesses need to get the word out about their products and services. Workers from the top to the bottom of their organizations need to communicate with each other. Consumers need to give feedback. This dynamism breeds more competition and also allows for a faster, more efficient transfer of skills, opinions, and information. A healthy telecommunications sector leads to a healthy economy, ultimately creating more jobs and more opportunities for our people to live dignified lives. This is at the crux of today's contract signing, and it aptly reflects Globe's slogan, making great things possible. It is a great thing for our countrymen, even in far-flung provinces, to have a way to reach out to their fellow Filipinos. It is a great thing for a manager to be able to give directives to his employees, even when they are islands apart. It is a great thing for an overseas Filipino worker to be able to feel his family's love, even when he is oceans away. In many ways, my goal for the country is the same: to make great things possible for every Filipino. This is the philosophy behind our thrust towards inclusive growth. We want companies to grow, not just so that investors can rake in profits, but so that jobs will be made available too. We want business to come in because the income generated by government will be funneled towards social services such as those in health, education, disaster relief, community development, and poverty reduction. We want every Filipino to know that ours is a just society, where the achievement of any dream is possible through hard work, and where those in the margins will have the same chances to advance in life as those in power. We in government know what we have to do to achieve this. We are ensuring that every peso of the people's money goes where it should rightfully go. We are putting in place a level playing field where those who follow the rules are rewarded and where those who break the rules are punished, hopefully sooner rather than later. We are creating opportunities so that every Filipino can live a dignified life. Today is proof positive that those in the private sector are likewise eager to fulfill their roles in rebuilding our nation. And before I end, I understand that Globe is making a very major investment of about $700 million for this project. They envision that in 2 years' time, this rollout we are witnessing today will be accomplished. What does it entail for our country? When I got the mandate from the people and inherited the problems bequeathed to me by the previous administration, I will admit, there were some very daunting moments. Amongst the problems, 40% of our population never get to see a health professional. 40% of 95 million. How do you actually get to address this need? We have deployed something like 20,000 nurses to the most remote barangays previously unserviced to address that need. But more importantly, our Department of Health, in coordination with the Department of Science and Technology, is utilizing IT, specifically also the cell phone networks, to perform the basic diagnostic examinations that in turn are utilized by the specialists, giving any Filipino, and we're trying to make this as broad as possible in the most remote area, have access to the top specialists in this country. This has already resulted in the treatment of a person in the Visayas who had a very rare disease that generated so much interest in the top ranks of our specialists. We are a country visited by, on average, 23 typhoons. We are a country that has flash floods and landslides as a risk that we have to mitigate and diminish. And again, cell phones will provide the necessary link between the sensors that are in the river beds and on our mountain sides to warn our people way in advance of the dangers of natural calamities way before they actually see it. Therefore, the cell phone industry really is very vital in us achieving the aims of truly serving our people better. May I also add, even in commerce, agriculture, or the agricultural department in particular, assists our farmers in marketing. The idea of linking both the suppliers and the buyers of these commodities that are being sold in a timely manner, enabling our farmers to reap the maximum benefits, is made possible by utilizing almost instantaneous communications to share prices, quantities available, and linking them with those in need of the same. So therefore, we would like to thank Globe for really this massive investment, for this placing a bet on our country's future that enables us to address the problems really in a much quicker pace to the ultimate benefit of our people. Great things indeed are not only possible, our goals are not only within reach, we are achieving them. Step by step, we are becoming the Philippines that we always knew we could be. And with your partnership, we will achieve it rather earlier than later. Thank you. Good day.